Hey guys, welcome back to another session of Plan With Me. Can you guys believe we are already in December? As you can probably tell, I've already sketched out the drawing for this month's theme, and that's because, as I've mentioned in every single video, I'm not an artist, so of course I need a little bit of help to get me started. As you can probably tell by now, I am drawing the little humble tree from the movie Charlie Brown Christmas. And I don't know, I just thought it was a nice little reminder that even if you're having a more humble Christmas this year, it still can be a happy holiday. I just thought it was so cute, and I just like the message behind it, and I like the way that it makes me feel because it reminds me of when I was a kid watching that movie and the impact that it had on me. But anyway, I really like how this came out, and I'm ready to move on. So next I'm going to do my monthly spread. As you guys have seen in previous months, I like to have a complete outline of how that month is going to go, and I feel that it works better for me if I work in a grid system. So I'm drawing in my boxes and things of that sort. And while I do that, I just want to encourage you guys, if you haven't already, to watch some of my previous Plan With Me videos. The most recent one I did was for November, and I did a sweater weather theme. I thought it came out really cute, and I'm just really happy with how it came out. Anyway, right now I'm taking a green mild liner to kind of highlight where I'm going to put the numbers of the days so that they kind of pop out more. And as you can see, I'm going in with my Micron Pigment pen to write in every single number. Moving on, I decided that with that large blank space at the bottom, I would add my quote of the month, and I decided to go with, "It's not what's under the Christmas tree that matters, it's who's around it," which of course is a quote from that same Charlie Brown movie. It's just something that I really try to live by. You know, the family is the most important thing to me. I love my kids, and I love my husband, and I love my dogs, and they're the most important thing to me, and I want to have that daily reminder since this is a spread that I do look at on a daily basis. Anyway, not too much going on in the spread. I wanted to kind of keep it more simple and just a little bit more humble to kind of go with the theme of the month, even though I am going to pretty much get a little bit crazy on the next spreads because I just can't help myself. I love Christmas. Anyway, finishing up with the to-do list on the right hand side, and I'm ready to move on to the next spread. So on the left hand side, I am writing down right now the words Christmas classics. This isn't so much of a tracker, I just wanted to kind of write down all of my favorite Christmas movies that are must watches for me and my family. So I just thought it was gonna be a cute little spread. It's not really a tracker. I just wanted to kind of pay homage to my favorite movies of the holiday season. So as I'm coloring in the boxes and stuff like that, I tried to zoom in afterwards during the editing process, but it just was not very clear. But as you can tell, I've written little words next to each present, and that's just who the presents are meant to be for. So for example, one says the Griswolds, another one says Charlie Brown, another one says the Cranks, another one says Buddy the Elf, another one says the Grinch, the McAllisters, Ernest, and those are just little homages to the movies that we like to watch, such as Christmas Vacation, which is of course where the Griswolds come from, Christmas with the Cranks, which is where the Cranks comes from, Buddy the Elf of course comes from Elf, and the Grinch of course is from The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Ernest is for Ernest Saves Christmas, and just things of that sort. And I really like how it came out. It's a cute little homage to my favorite films. And then on the right side, I am going to do another fitness tracker. You know, I feel like we all kind of gained just a little teeny bit of those holiday pounds. It's just so cold outside, especially now living in Idaho where I actually do get snow. It's just so cold, and you know, there's so many holiday foods that are just not the best for you. Little brownies and I'm a muncher by nature to begin with anyway, so I wanted to make sure that I still did a fitness tracker this month. And even though it was a little bit difficult to kind of come up with how I wanted to do it, I actually really like how this came out in the end. So as you guys can tell, I'm drawing a Christmas tree, and as I'm coloring it in, you can kind of see that I've drawn holes, and each of these holes is supposed to be an ornament, and there's 31 ornaments on there, so I'll just color them in for the number of times that I work out that month or this month. Anyway, I'm just using regular mild liners to do this, and then I went in with a regular Tombow dual brush pen in the shade black to just kind of outline everything, to allow the colors to really shine through. And of course, since I'm working with black, I wanted to make sure that I did all my shading in first, so as to not let the black bleed onto the other colors and ruin the other matte liners. But anyway, moving on, in the past couple of months I've been doing financial trackers, and really I'm just tracking what I'm spending rather than really constricting it. And so I thought it was really important this month to have an actual budget, so that's what this spread is going to be. And then on the right hand side, I have my social media trackers. I do usually do this in my monthly spread just because it's nice to have like a monthly overview there. But since there's so many days this month and it just took up so much of the space, I just decided to give it its own page. So of course I'm starting off with my YouTube subscribers. So all of you're all a gift to me. So each of these presents is going to signify 5 new subscribers, whereas on my Instagram and on my WordPress, which is what hosts my blog, each present stands for 1 new follower. And I really like how this spread came out. I think it's going to look cute once I have my little boxes colored in. So anyway, moving on, what I'm doing right now is I'm doing my monthly overview. I always have like this little overview so I can see where the days fall, and I'm realizing that it's just taking up so much prime real estate, so why not just do the days that correlate to this spread in the first place. So that's what that is. For this spread I decided to do ornaments, so I hope that's what these look like. I don't know, I think they look more like ornaments once I'm finished drawing them in. But anyway, as you can see, I've got 3 on the left hand side. I've got these little footprints at the very bottom that's supposed to signify my steps for the day. Since I had some extra space down there, I decided to put my goal of the week in the bottom left hand corner. And because November was such a rough month for me, I decided that I would just stick to 1 goal each week and just see how that works out for me. These little droplets are supposed to signify each glass of water. And then on the right hand side, I've got 4 ornaments, and one is going to keep track of my daily habit tracker, Alicia's daily habit trackers. One will act as my meal planner, and the one at the very bottom right hand corner is going to be my shopping list. So all in all, it's very simple, but it still really does tie in with the theme. And I think this is the first time that I've actually done a complete spread that just really tied into my theme. I usually only stick to like maybe doing little icons, but this time it's the entire spread, and I really like how it came out. So moving on, since that spread was so short because there's just a few number of days, I decided that I would do an entire weekly spread just to show you guys kind of like the style that I'm going for this month. I really like how this spread worked out for me last month. I did it a little bit differently. I did do a complete run through of my November spreads and collections all filled in so that you guys can see how I use them, and I give input and insight on what worked for me and what I would change, what I wouldn't change, things of that sort. But anyway, as you guys can see, my theme for this specific week is little Christmas trees. I actually really like how they came out. The ones on the left hand side were like not that great, but then on the right hand side I kind of came up with like a little bit of a formula. I used the Leuchtturm journal, and so it's got the grid format, and I was able to figure out like how to make the grids work for me, so that's why the trees on the right hand side look way better. I actually really love how they came out. But anyway, the bigger trees are going to be my trackers. So my tracker for Alicia, which is how I track that she's doing her homework, that I'm checking her backpack for any notes or flyers or things of that sort. Because you guys know, my moms out there know, kids will give you the flyer the day of the event, 15 minutes before it starts. It also keeps track of the fact that I just put outfit. It's supposed to mean that she's setting her outfit for the next day so that we're not rushing so much in the mornings. So the 2 big trees are going to be for the trackers. The one on the top right hand corner is for my habit tracker. And then the 2 little ones, the top left one is going to be where I keep track of my meals, and the bottom one is going to be my shopping list. Whereas the 7 little trees all the way at the bottom, I decided I was going to write in my steps for the day in those little trees because I just wanted to draw all those little trees. I thought they were so cute. I couldn't stop drawing trees. I was just obsessed. Trees. Anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm drawing little water droplets for each day. Again, that's going to signify the amount of glasses of water that I'm drinking. And yeah, I'm just kind of writing in little headers so that I remember what each thing is. and just kind of finishing it up. All in all, I'm really glad with how this came out. I actually think it came out really cute. It's so different from the spread that I did for the previous week, and I really like that. I think I'm gonna incorporate like totally different weekly spreads more, just so that I have like more different and interesting content for you guys, and you know, just so that we can all get a little bit more inspiration. So I'm going to take this time to just let you guys know that I've actually already completely planned and drawn out, or at least sketched out, my spreads for the following weeks. So I will be showing those every Monday morning, perhaps even on Sunday nights on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please make sure to do so. The last spread that I'm doing is just a collection slash spread idea page for 2018. And now I'm ready for the final flip through. So again, we started off with our humble little tree, a nice, clean and simple monthly overview page. Then we moved on to our Christmas classics. This is also a great place for you to keep track of your gift ideas or gifts that you've already purchased. On the right hand side, I have my fitness tracker. And then moving on, I have my budget on my left hand side and my social media tracker on the right hand side. Getting into the weekly spreads, I started with the first 3 days of the month to just finish out the week. And then I moved on to a full week, Monday through Sunday, with this cute little tree theme. And again, I ended this specific video today with a collection slash spread idea page, which is just going to be in list format to prepare myself for moving on to my next bullet journal. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments below. And if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know as well. See you in the next one. Bye!